Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 Beach Open National Championships presented by AVP Next Gold here in Clearwater, Florida. This is the opening point and our matchup against Katie Hogan and Caitlin Leary versus Bailey Bars and Megan Gebhard. Leary with the opening kill. Originally from Parma, Ohio, now residing in Honolulu, Hawaii. Bars with a step close on the second contact. That'll level us one apiece. Bars at the bottom of your screen. That goes to Hogan. Leary puts her tight. Hogan with a pokey over the top of the block of Gebhard. We're in the quarterfinal match of the women's main draw. Point in favor of Hogan and Leary. Hogan trying to wait, deciding whether she should drop off or stay in for that block. Decides to stay in. Gebhard sees that hesitation, though, able to go to the away from you, or the top side of your screen for that soft roll. Gebhard back to serve. Her partner giving her some signals. Picked up by Hogan. Leary's going to put her tight. Let's see, able to beat the block. Just wide, though. I'm not sure if she requested or if he just wanted to solidify, hey, that was very close. I acknowledge it, but that ball is, in fact, out of bounds.
That was a line check by the referee, if I'm not mistaken, right, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's, I think it's 3-3 now. We're all tied up here. Gebhard to serve. Looks like they're going after Hogan. Hogan with the look.
Good high reach there from Hogan. Smart play there from Katie Hogan.
Hogan's third kill.
Very intellectual play from Katie Hogan. So off-brand as she gets the kill off the block. Didn't even get a dirty look from there. I was expecting that from Katie. We have a nice little banter back and forth.
Caitlin Leary back to serve.
Leary and Hogan, probably the most Irish team in the tournament.
The high soft roll over the top by Gebhard.
And a perfect high 10 after the fact, and congratulations.
We saw it in their previous matchup here on court number 1, Gebhard and Bars. In their matchup, Gebhard had to play a majority of the balls. That means she has to pass, transition, and then try to get her feet underneath her so she can take a good aggressive swing. And I imagine you're going to see a very similar game plan.
Coming again hard on the right side. Beautiful swing from Gebhard.
Question whether or not that ball was had a downward trajectory or was hard driven. The staple at every AVP volleyball. As the holidays are coming up, head over to wilson.com. You can purchase one today and just in time for the holidays.
What's that? What? No? Don't be making fun. I love that comedian.
Hogan heads back to the service line. 1 point advantage to their opponents. Gebhardt's on the net. She step closes, hits a high chop over the top.
Beautiful shot there from Gebhard. On the angle shot. 6-4.
Gebhard's able to tag the shoulder of Hogan. That ball goes out of bounds. That'll be the first service ace of the match. The serve from Gebhard, the set from Leary. Leary communicating, intercepted, second contact, third one has to go. Picked up by Hogan, but out of the reach of Leary. Really good second contact. So Bars intercepting the ball off the block, landing, turning, finding, throwing up a very hittable ball. And that's really tough to do as you're turning to run after that ball that's deflected off your block. Gebhard able to step close into that ball. Gebhard's serve finds the net. Side switch number 2, 6 serving 8 as Leary heads back to the service line.
By the way, her husband's name is Dennis, but not that Dennis Leary. Hey, Leary, ball on. Safety first. 6 serving 8 here on center court.
Picked up by Leary. Hogan puts her tight. Leary takes her shot. Ball's dug high, goes short, and then high into the crossbar, swing just wide.
7 to 8 here on center. You should be, all right, then. Then bring your level up.
Bars Gebhard with a 1-point advantage. 8 serving 9.
Katie Hogan here serving. And Katie Hogan known for a very powerful serve and good movement on it. Great reach from Hogan.
Gebhard with the swing off the block.
Right, Katie Hogan, but what a swing. Gebhard back to service line now. And we've got 10 to 8 here on center court, right, Kyle?
That is correct. 2-point advantage to Gebhard and Bars.
Gebhard back to service line here. 10 serving 8.
Gebhard at the service line. Her partner at the net giving her some calls. Leary with the reception, but out of the reach of Hogan.
A serve for Gebhard. Tough serve there. She goes into the middle, kind of like the husband-wife thing, but that actually is taking her partner out of being able to transition to the net or the early release or double release by the way that ball moved towards the partner when Leary was calling for taking the ball. Big swing to the right side. Hogan gets the kill. And the high 10. Leary going back to serve. We got 9 serving 11. We're switching to the next point here, Kyle.
That'll bring us to the technical timeout.
11.
Touch. There's a question by Hogan whether or not that was
A lift or a double?
and it, You know, I heard John explain it in this way, and I like it. I'm not saying that everyone needs to like it, but is that acceptable? Is that an acceptable play? Does it protect the integrity of the game?
Timeout here, 12-9 on center.
Dave, we're going to step away for a brief moment for a message from our sponsors. We'll be right back with you here on Championship Court. Bars and Gebhard versus Hogan and Leary.
I'm training for my 6th Olympics. More than ever before, I have to work hard to stay in shape. I run, I lift, I do yoga. That means sore knees, sore back, sore everything. KT Tape helps me push past the pain.
Used by athletes around the world and at home, just like you. KT Tape relieves the pain of aching muscles and joints. Perform at your best. Easy to apply. Use it for many common injuries. KT Tape. Train longer. Finish stronger.
KT Tape works for me. It'll work for you.
Welcome back to court number 1. Bailey Bars back to serve. Hogan's with the pass. Leary decides to go over on 2, intercepted by Gebhard. That's Gebhard's first block. Hogan back to serve. 3-point deficit, looking to make it up. Leary's given some calls. Gebhard taking a big swing. The switcheroo by Leary and Hogan. Just out of the reach of Leary. She's trying to transition to that cross court. Part of that is it's easier for the blocker to transition down the line. And if you were playing defense down the line, you obviously need to fill space into that cross court. And that can certainly be a challenge, covering a lot of ground there. Trying not to leave your blocker who's clearing out kind of in between no person's land. Swing by Hogan, unable to be controlled by Gebhard. That's her 6th kill here. They close the gap to 3. 11 serving 14. Leary back to serve. Pass by Bars. Gebhard gets her tight. Good take with the shoulder, but unfortunately out of bounds. The lefty able to avoid the block. Katie Hogan having competed quite a bit this year. Leary not as much. Leary has a 2nd place finish in the 2021 AVP series. That does include both beach and grass, as well as the main event, if you will, and in addition to the AVP Next Gold events. Hogan, a few more opportunities, having 5 3rd place finishes, 3 2nd place finishes, and 3 1st place finishes. Combining with quite a few different competitors. Kim Hildreth's name showing up quite a few times in a lot of those events. That brings us to our side switch number 4. I think there's a question about whether or not that ball was in fact in. Official retakes the sand. On the near side of your screen on the left, Megan Gebhard. On the right, Bailey Bars. Top of the screen, right underneath the Wilson AVP Optics Volleyball, is Katie Hogan, her teammate Caitlin Leary. Leary having a 4-year standout career at Ohio State, and then transitioning to the beach and having played at Arizona. Let's take a replay of that last serve and rally. Really nice job because that ball served short, so Bailey has to get her platform there, is able to throw it up in a high hittable position. Gebhard had her choice whether she wanted to set it and decides to step close on that ball. Comes away favorably. That was Gebhard's 7th kill. It's her 2nd service error. That'll give the ball back to Leary and Hogan. They trail by 4 points. Not sure if that would constitute a block or, unfortunately, an attacking error. That might be something you have to ask Hogan. Did she touch it? And she'll probably tell you that she did. Bars with the pass. Step close. Good decision to pull off. I think she got caught in between. One more step and keeping that play in front of her and having to make that kind of in-between play, whether it's going to be her platform or her hands. That's Bar's 3rd kill here in set number 1. Service error. 15 serving 18. Again, goes short. We saw this last time. Gebhard goes tight. Bars just out of the reach of Leary. Leary making a great read into that cross court. Unfortunately, just outside of her reach. Did go to the ground, just not enough arm underneath the ball. Gebhard to serve. Utilizing that float serve. Leary touches. Unfortunately, a 3rd contact is not available. That's going to bring us to our next side switch. It is set point number 1. We'll have 5 set point opportunities. Gebhard's 3rd service ace. Leary goes up to Hogan. Hogan takes a look and finds the sweet sand cross court. Set point number 2. Hybrid serve from Hogan. Hogan transitions just off the fingers, out of bounds. Set point number 3. Pass by Bars. Gebhard puts her tight. Bars trying to go underneath the block. Another attack error, though, unfortunately. It's going to bring us to set point number 4. Unfortunate service error is going to bring us to the end of set number 1 in favor of Bars and Gebhard. 21-18. They take set number 1 here in the women's quarterfinal match on championship court at the 2021 Beach Open National Championships presented by AVP Next, the Gold Tour. We'll see you after a brief message from our sponsors.
I'm training for my 6th Olympics. More than ever before, I have to work hard to stay in shape. I run, I lift, I do yoga. That means sore knees, sore back, sore everything. KT Tape helps me push past the pain.
Used by athletes around the world and at home, just like you. KT Tape relieves the pain of aching muscles and joints. Perform at your best. Easy to apply. Use it for many common injuries. KT Tape. Train longer. Finish stronger.
KT tape works for me, it'll work for you.
For the cruise, bring bottles to the head. McKenna fully pumping. You got me surfing till my eyes all red. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are underway in set number 2 here on Championship Court. Near side of your screen, Gebhard and Bars versus Hogan and Leary. The latter come away with the first point in set number 2. They fell 21-18 in set number 1. They have an early set advantage, 1-0. Blocked by Hogan. Leary back to the service line. Bars' swing is wide of the line. 3-0 here early in set number 2. Hogan and Leary lead. High to Gebhard, touched by Hogan, touched by Bars. Oh, Gebhard gets a second contact. Bars not able to regain her feet to send that one over. 4-0. Leary continues to serve her third serve. Handled by Bars. Gebhard puts her in the middle. Cross body off the hands of Hogan to the sands. That opens up the scoring for Team Bars and Gebhard. Hogan gets her feet there. Good talk by Leary. Goes to the cross using the net. Kill in set number 2. 5-1. Side switch is impending.
Switching sides here on center court. See if we get a replay. Can we get that replay? Is it possible?
I don't know if I caught it.
Don't worry about it.
I caught it. I got a 10 second. I don't know if that happened.
Don't worry about it.
Hogan back to serve.
Ooh, just a bit long for Katie Hogan.
That's Hogan's first service error of the match. That'll cut the lead to 4, 2-6. You have to imagine the way these teams are playing. Hogan and Leary becoming a little bit more offensive, feeling like they're in the flow a little bit. It's going to come down to a play or two. Great hustle play. Unfortunately, not able to come across the net. Leary heads back to the service line. 7 serving 2. Picked up by Caitlin. Goes overhead. Caitlin down the line. Outside the reach of Gebhard. That's Leary's second kill. And I acknowledge you could have possibly counted her last swing as a kill. In my mind, we had a dig. We had a chase down. Then that third contact didn't come over. But I could see the argument if you would have said that should have been a kill for Leary. By my stats, 2-0. Gebhard comes over. Ball's just long. Gebhard's second error here in the set. Only 2 in the entire match. Leary and Hogan's leading. Untimely service error will cut into it. Leary's first service error. Bars back to serve. High to Leary. Leary switches up the shot. Bars gets in touch, just not high enough for Gebhard to land, turn, and then play that one up. Leary's second kill here in set number 2, 3 overall. They lead by 7. Next point will be a side switch. Gebhard fakes, Bars with the swing. Finding the end line, go ahead and forcing that second switch. 4-10. We're approaching the halfway point. That is the second side switch. If you're wondering what you should reach for, AVP has 2 great suggestions. One is Monster Hydro. The second is Waikio water. It is filtered from a volcano in Hawaii. Proceeds from those sales help Hawaiians through 36 different charitable organizations on the islands. Swing by Hogan finds the sand. They regain that 7-point advantage. 11 serving 4. Hogan serve handled by Bailey. Bailey step closes, goes to the top, but Hogan picks it up. Fantastic play. Great play by Bars, great play by Hogan. Falls favorably for Bars. Both court 1 and 2 having huge matches underway right now. Leary to serve. Handled by Gebhard. Puts Bailey on the run. Gebhard's tight. Out of the reach of Gebhard. There's a question of whether or not that ball was not blocked. In fact, it might have been an open hand tip. Official says that ball was in the plane. Timeout requested by Gebhard and Bars. They trail right now here in set number 2 from the 2021 Beach Open National Championships presented by AVP Next Gold Tour. We'll be right back with you after a message from our sponsors.
For the cruise, bring bottles to the head. McKenna fully pumping. You got me surfing till my eyes all red. Oh, oh, fire in the sky. Oh, oh, give thanks for this life.
resume play after the timeout from Bars and Gebhard. Hogan puts Leary tight. Leary uncontested. One-handed dig by Bailey. Bailey picks it up. Leary touches it. Comes over on 2 by Hogan. Gebhard with the soft touch. Going wide, unfortunately, out of the reach of Gebhard. She tries to come with the cut across Hogan. Ball finds the net. Errors becoming a little problematic right now for Bars and Gebhard. They trail by 8. A lot of points left to be played, though. Leary and Hogan doing some things a little bit better than in set number 1. That's why we play best of 3 called. A lift is called against Gebhard. Looking for volleyballs. Though both teams looking for the win right now, looking to compete, looking to earn points, looking to earn cash prizes where applicable. Also trying to be as friendly as they can, working together, both of them on the same playing field right now. You appreciate the sportspersonship from both teams. We've seen it all day long here in Clearwater. Gebhard decides to go over on 2. That's Gebhard's first kill here in set number 2. 21 points scored before she was able to find a positive from the attack. That'll bring us to our technical timeout. Hogan and Leary lead 15-6. Again, we'll step away for a message from our sponsors. Welcome back to court number 1 in the 2021 Beach Open National Championships. Women's quarterfinal match. On the near side of your screen is Hogan and Leary. On the top of your screen is Bars and Gebhard.
What a turn of events here, Kyle.
Bars serve out of bounds. That brings the 16th point for Leary and Hogan. Bars brings that back. Gebhard plays her into the middle. Takes a look, finds the end line. Leary and Hogan looking at each other, wondering if is that ball going to be in? Are you going to play it? It's a really tough shot, Dave. That ball's coming from the back corner of the court. You're trying to put your partner in the middle of the court. Your partner needs to get her feet there, and she needs to jump up and take a good swing. And I think all those things were checked off there.
Right, and you know what? You see the momentum shift here in set number 1 versus set number 2. And you know what? They always say, don't poke the bear. I'm wondering if Team Leary and Hogan here found some fire in dropping that first set and just came out super aggressive, building their momentum and just building point by point by point.
17, serving 7. Leary will serve. That is Leary's 4th kill of the match, 3rd in the set. Little too tight, out of the reach of Gebhard. We're going to call that.
Getting the full sleeve of tattoos on that block. Put it down. Leary now to serve.
Leary's 2nd serve. She's coming from off your screen, going cross court. Big swing by Bars. Bars leading all attackers right now. She has 9 kills. Gebhard is right behind her with 8. I do apologize. The actual ranking of kills would go Bars, Hogan, Gebhard, and then Leary.
What a block. Oh! Hogan gets the dig.
Gebhard's tight. Wind's coming into just a little bit. Unfortunately, ball is behind her and goes up and out.
Gebhard goes just a bit long. Oh, hey, Dougie.
That brings Hogan back to the service line. Her and Leary lead 19-8. First two sets are played to 21, win by 2. Third set, if applicable, is played to 15. Still win by 2. Will switch every 5 as opposed to every 7. Technical timeout comes at 15 total points.
Scramble play, and that's going to fall for a point. We're switching sides.
Side switch here. Leary and Hogan still lead. Gebhard back to serve, handled by Hogan. Leary's going to put her tight. Hogan's going to look down the line. It's touched, but out of the reach of Gebhard.
Off the top of the block. Set point number 1 coming up here, Kyle.
That is the 11th kill for Hogan. She now takes a commanding lead in kill totals.
That's a bridge. Mounds of great sets out here.
Bars looks. Nicks the net off the platform of Leary, out of bounds.
Great swing there. Mounds of
10th kill for Bailey Bars. She trails by 1 kill to Hogan, then Gebhard, then Leary in total kills. So we'll have 10 set point opportunities here. Leary and Hogan need 1. Gebhard and Bars need 10.
Oh, there it is.
That brings about a quick end. Hogan with a poke over the top. Her 5th kill in set number 2. That'll force that 3rd and final set here, Dave.
Center court.
Dave, I'm looking for a volleyball game. I want to get my my friends. What would you suggest?
Oh, there's 2 to choose from because it all depends on what you want. I mean, CrossNet is the official and the first and only ever 4-square volleyball game. It's height adjustable, so it's perfect for all ages and skill levels. And it's a very inventive game. So instead of whether you have 4 people and you want to play doubles, or guess what, a little fun in a small space, CrossNet is a perfect blend of volleyball and 4-square. Or guess what, great party game. Whether it's college, high school, or guess what? If it's backyard barbecue time and it's mom and dad, spike ball, fun, energy, and excitement at every second of play. So whether it's spike ball or CrossNet, and both are available, if you go online and get them now, they'll be there in plenty of time for the holidays. So great ideas. If you don't know what to get your favorite volleyball player, check out CrossNet or spike ball. 2 great choices, fun for all ages.
I'm training for my 6th Olympics. More than ever before, I have to work hard to stay in shape. I run, I lift, I do yoga. That means sore knees, sore back, sore everything. KT Tape helps me push past the pain.
Used by athletes around the world and at home, just like you. KT Tape relieves the pain of aching muscles and joints. Perform at your best. Easy to apply. Use it for many common injuries. KT Tape. Train longer. Finish stronger.
KT Tape works for me. It'll work for you.
Fantastic view from the end line. Gebhard back to serve. We're in our third and final set on court number 1 in this women's quarterfinal match between Katie Hogan and Caitlin Leary on the far side of your screen. They are competing against Gebhard and Bars on the bottom side. First point goes to Hogan and Leary. High chop by Bars over the top. Bars led all attackers in set number 2 with 6 total kills. She opens up scoring for her team here in set number 3. 1 apiece. Great look. Bars choosing to serve from behind the block. You're not allowed to screen your opponents, but if you're certainly standing there and you just happen to get in their way, there's definitely nothing wrong with that. A small advantage. Leary looking, surveying the court, hitting a soft shot in front of the defense.
You should never be leery of a perfect placement like that.
Leary having competed in college at Arizona after a 4-year career at Ohio State, originally from Parma, Ohio. Leary has 1 second place finish here in 2021. She did get a chance. Question of whether that was an attack or a block. That's going to be an attack here on Gebhard. Three to 1. Hogan's back to serve underneath the giant AVP Wilson Optics Volleyball. Head over to wilson.com to pick up your official AVP replica volleyball.
Actually, it's not even a replica. It's the real game ball for all levels of AVP play, both on the grass tour, of course, in the main events.
Thank you for that, Dave. 2-3. We hit a side switch at 5 total points. We'll have a technical timeout at a total of 15. Poked by Hogan, picked up by Bars. Gebhard, Bars over. Hogan's there. Leary's going to go over on 2. Bars is there. Gebhard puts Bars tight. Bars with the swing off the top, picked up by Leary. Hogan to Leary. Leary cross court, out of bounds off the platform of Gebhard. We're going to take a replay brought to you by Spike Ball of that last rally. Here's a great replay. That ball delivered by Hogan. Leary able to keep her a non-dominant shoulder inside, creating a lot of torsion with that upper torso, finding a fantastic swing cross court and off the platform of Gebhard. Bailey trying to go deep down the line, picked up by Leary. Leary's swing is dug by Bailey. Bailey with another swing, out of the reach of Hogan and Leary. Bars back to serve.
We got 4 serving 3 here.
Correction, Gebhard back to serve. 3 serving 4.
Gebhard with a solid line check. We got 3 serving 4 here, and Megan Gebhard back to serve.
Dave, it seemed like a little bit of momentum shift. Bars and Gebhard taking the first set 21-18, and then Hogan and Leary are paying the favor 21-10. And now we're playing back and forth volleyball. I think this is probably what we were hoping to see the entire time. Hogan with that cross-court swing.
With the kill. 5-3.
She ties up all attacks for her team at 2 apiece.
Katie Hogan, actually a bit of a local following here. Actually, I believe a Florida native, and cutting her teeth down here in a lot of the local tournaments before going on to the grass tour. I'm sorry, the sand tour for AVP Next Gold, accumulating a lot of points. And you know, part of her training regimen, I saw her at Wapaka playing really well with Kim Hildreth. And you see here, sharp play and good aggressive moves. What a dig there from BB. Bailey. Bar swing is just a touch low. Hogan back to serve again. 6 serving 3. We're switching in on the next point.
As Dave mentioned, it's switch point. Every multiples of 5 will switch sides. Hogan's back to serve. Leary giving some calls. Hogan will block. Leary's going to put Bailey tight. Bailey looks to go high over the top.
Deep cross shot is just a touch long. The rain is picking up here on center court, and we're switching sides.
Untimely back-to-back attack errors here, Dave. And as you mentioned, Bailey Bars hailing from St. Petersburg, Florida. You mentioned Katie Hogan, who is competing down here with Caitlin Leary. She hails from Pompano Beach, Florida.
Pompano Beach, actually, you know what? Great tours and a lot of great grassroots organization there, all part of the AVP America organization.
Timeout requested by Bars and
Called
Gebhard.
here on center. 8-3, Kyle. And talk about momentum. It looks like we've had some built up here with Hogan and Leary.
Certainly Hogan Leary playing a little bit better, a little cleaner, putting a lot more pressure. Some unfortunate attack errors coming for Bars and Gebhard. But there's a lot of points left. That's why you call the timeout right now. Certainly you don't want to wait till that technical timeout. We're going to take a step away from the action, Dave. We're going to hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back during the quarterfinal match here, set number 3 in the 2021 Beach Open National Championships presented by AVP next. Hogan serve off the net, picked up by Gebhard. Bars put tight. Another play off the net, picked up by Leary. Leary takes the shot. No, I think no touch is going to be signaled.
4
contacts.
Back in the service line, Bailey Bars.
That's actually the first attack error by Leary in the entire match. 4-8. Picked up by Leary. Hogan puts Leary tight. Leary's taking the shot. Picked up by Bars. Gebhard puts Bars tight. Hogan. Leary keeps Hogan in play. Hogan with a great swing, but a great dig by Bars. She's off, but she's left-handed.
Great slide approach there on the inside of the court.
She's going to put her tight. Leary's going to have an opportunity to take a swing, and that ball is long.
Just barely long. Great digs there on both
I feel like I
sides of the
jinxed
tape.
Leary just a little bit. That's her second attack error.
BB back to serve again. That's Bailey Bars at the service line.
Cuts the lead to 3-5, serving 8. Bars back to serve. Dave, tell me a little about what happens for the team that wins and the team that is on the other side of that.
Honestly, if this is the winner's bracket and there are no losses given yet, you can see either team again through the contenders bracket come back to the championship. But again, if both teams are heading into this match undefeated, and I have to check their records to verify that, there is still no one is closed out yet.
Technical timeout will be on the next point.
Back in the service line, Ms. Leary. Going over to BB. BB, it's a great pass there. Gebhard sets her on the right side. Perfect spot.
Bars with the
Bailey
cross
Bars
body
with the
swing.
command. We are switching sides and have a technical timeout here.
Dave, I'm feeling parched, and I'm feeling like I'd like something a little alcoholic. What might you suggest?
Honestly, the White Claw is an official sponsor here of the AVP Next Gold Series and part of the AVP America Tours. So White Claw, a key sponsor, official sponsor of us. Check out all of their flavors, including their unique gluten-free blend of both seltzer and natural flavors, a multiple variety, all part of White Claw's unique offering. And they help hydrate, appreciate, and of course, keep the party going in a responsible way. Try a White Claw today.
After the side switch, action back underway. Hogan is going to head back to the service line. Hogan back to serve. She's on the far right. Going short to Bars. Gebhard with a great swing, but picked up by Leary. Leary stepped close into that ball, taking a big swing away from the defender.
Leary getting the kill down the line. And that's a smart play. You see Katie Hogan at the net, ready to block. She lays up, seeing that it's an offset, seeing where the hitter is squared up to, knows her partner's there. She delays, does not block to deflect or change the trajectory of that ball. That's a good heads-up play by your blocker, right?
You're absolutely right. That takes a lot of communication and playing together, and that's kind of the hope as you, if you're whether a beginning volleyball player, you've been playing for a while, you start to just realize how you can contribute to the game. Good pickup.
Oh,
Gebhard has it. It's going to go over.
Inside the intent.
Hogan's talking to, Leary's talking to Hogan. Hogan with the swing down the line, but Bars picks it up. Gebhard puts her tight. Bars has to go over. Puts her tight. Leary with the swing. Cross court. Gebhard dug. Out of the reach of Bars. Kill for Leary.
Hustle on both sides of the tape.
Fantastic play. That's going to bring us 12-6 in favor of Hogan and Leary. Hogan heads back to the service line. Dave, what I was saying is, if you're becoming, starting to get onto the beach tour, whether you're indoor, outdoor, grass, being able to just contribute, trying to communicate, overly meaningfully communicate to your teammate on what you might or might not do in certain situations. And certainly those mistakes are going to happen. You want to communicate and then move on and then correct them as they come.
Or being able to transition in the meantime if there is a mistake during a play, over communicating, hey, pick me up, or inside, outside. Communication is key in all things that we do. But in the game, especially here, and that's why these partners, I mean, whether they've been playing for a tournament or two, you'll see them put extra time in at practice preparing for events like this. And here we go with Bailey Bars serving.
That was a kill by Bars. She heads back to the service line.
Great
picked up by Bars. The lefty goes down the line.
Bars on the outside gets the kill deep to the line. And we are switching sides here on center court. 12, 8 serving 12 here on center.
Bars leads all attackers right now here in set number 3. 5 kills, followed by Leary with 3, Leary with 4, Hogan with 3, and Gebhard has not tallied a kill yet here in set number 3. But I imagine those opportunities are going to come, and she's going to take advantage of them. I'm not sure if that comes by way of a game plan by Leary and Hogan. Good swing by Hogan cross court.
Katie Hogan on the right side. Can't be wrong if she gets the kill.
That brings us 13 serving 8.
Leary back to the service line. All sorts of high ponies here.
Picked up by Bars.
Oh, nice set from Gebhard. Beautiful set from Megan Gebhard, and BB takes advantage. Bailey Bars goes down the line for the kill.
That brings us about Bars' 6th kill here in set number 3 alone.
On center.
She has she has 15 total kills here in the match. Touched by Bars, picked up by Gebhard. Bars has to come over on 3. Gonna switch it up. Let's see if Bars can intercept. Hogan's able to find the sand.
Katie Hogan.
That brings us to match point number 1. That's Hogan's 5th kill here. She now has 17 kills in the match. Her partner, Leary, has 8.
Point.
It is match point number 1 here, Dave.
Leary back to serve for match point. Good pickup there by Bars. Bars in the middle. What a swing! Bailey Bars, ladies and gentlemen.
That is 17 kills. Let's take a replay at that. So this is a fantastic look of Bars and Gebhard staving off a match point opportunity.
Replay.
That replay brought to you by Spike Ball. Her being left-handed is able to bring that ball back into the diving blocker of Leary. That puts her tight. Leary hitting the off-key shot. Touched by Gebhard. Has to come over by Bars.
Bars gets a great touch.
Comes over on 2, out of the reach. That's going to bring us to the end of this quarterfinal match between Hogan and Leary and Bars and Gebhard. They take it 2 sets to 1. Bars Gebhard win 21-18, and then Hogan Leary win 21-10, and then 15-10 in set number 3. Dave, they take it this quarterfinal match. What do you hope to see? whether they win, you think if there's no losses, they continue on. If they have lost with no losses, they'll go into the contenders round. They'll be able to find themselves possibly back in to the championship round or the winner's bracket, if you will.
To be honest with you, what I'd like to see is I would love the velocity. I love the intensity of the hits coming out of Gebhard and Bars in set number 1. I'd like to see them in all matches going forward, bringing that kind of heat and intensity. And the momentum built up here by Hogan and Leary, if they can keep that momentum at that pace in all their games going forward, don't be surprised to see them in the finals and just walk right through. That was impressive momentum and intensity from Leary and Hogan.
Absolutely, Dave. We'll be right back with more championship action from the 2021 AVP Next Gold Tour National Championships in Clearwater, Florida.
For the cruise, bring bottles to the head. McKenna fully pumping. You got me surfing till my eyes all red. Oh, oh, fire in the sky. Oh, oh, give thanks for this life.
More than ever before, I have to work hard to stay in shape. I run, I lift, I do yoga. That means sore knees, sore back, sore everything. KT Tape helps me push past the pain.
Used by athletes around the world and at home, just like you. KT Tape relieves the pain of aching muscles and joints. Perform at your best. Easy to apply. Use it for many common injuries. KT Tape. Train longer, finish stronger.
KT Tape works for me, it'll work for you.